I'm Emily. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be training while doing Would You Rather. Alright, so I will be giving my answer to some of these Would You Rathers, but if you guys would like to, feel free to put them down in the comments. I would love to hear what your guys' choices are too. Alright, so the first one is would you rather be able to detect every time somebody lies to you, or would you rather be able to get away with every single lie that you tell? I think personally, I would like to get away with every lie that I tell. And the reason why is because no matter how hard I try to lie, I always tend to actually say the truth. So I'll say like the lie, and then like 2 minutes later, all of a sudden, I will just say the truth. It's honestly kind of sad. It's like I can't tell a lie to save my life, actually. All right, so the next one is would you rather be rich and lonely, or would you have a lot of friends but be broke? I know this is probably gonna sound crazy, but I think I would rather be broke but have a lot of friends. Granted, you could probably buy friends if you're rich, like in Japan, how you can like rent a friend. But for my personality personally, I am such an extrovert. I love to surround myself with people. I love to do card games. I love hanging out. And I would honestly just be so lonely if I was just lonely. Even if I had all that money, I wouldn't be happy. I'd be very sad. And I think because I never really grew up with having a lot of money. Granted, I didn't grow up living paycheck to paycheck, but I most definitely wasn't able to always get what I wanted. All right, so the next one is would you rather be able to redo your past or see your future? Now, I don't know about you guys, but I have never really been one to be like, oh, yeah, I wonder what my future's going to be like, or I want to see what I'm going to do in the future, like who I'm going to end up with. But I've always have wanted to go back in time, specifically so I could redo some of my school days. I know it sounds really weird, but I was never academically strong. Like, I was always behind. I always had test anxiety. And like I said, I know it sounds really weird, and I know what you're thinking. Oh, that's really weird. That's really strange that you would go to the past specifically so you could redo your school days. But like I said, it's I was never academically strong, and weirdly enough, or maybe it's not weird, maybe it's more common than I think, but I had a really hard time with teachers liking me and getting friends because I wasn't academically strong. Plus, I would really love to know what it's like to have like an easy day going through school without having to struggle. But yeah, I would love to just like experience one day without having much of a struggle through my academics. And so having a day where, at least just one day, it wouldn't have to be my entire past, but just one day where I wouldn't have to struggle. I would love just one day where it was like an easy breezy day for schooling. All right, so the next one is would you rather forgive someone who never apologized or hold a grudge forever? I would forgive someone who never apologized. And that's simply because as I've gotten older, I've realized it's better to have a peace of mind rather than like trying to prove something or just hold something against someone forever. I'm very thankful that I learned that it is better for me that way at such a young age or such an early time in my life. I believe that it's made it so life isn't as heavy on me. I know there's going to be a lot of times where people will do me wrong, and there's going to be things that ruin my day, but there's one thing that I always try to practice when something like that happens to me, and it's I allow myself to think about it for the day, but if I go to bed and I wake up without thinking about it, like I have to purposely think about it, then I learn that it's really not worth my time or energy. And I believe that like mentality has been really great for my mental health because I'm not focusing always on the negatives. All right, so the next one is, would you rather fail at something you love or succeed at something you hate? I think personally, I would have to go with succeed with something that I hate. And the reason why is if I fail at something that I love, it would just be so much worse on my mental health. Like just the thought of failing something that I love or a loved one, it just makes my heart hurt even worse. Whereas if I succeed at something that I hate, I'm kind of just like, oh, of course I succeed at this thing. All right, so the next one is, would you rather give up your phone for a month or would you rather give up your sweets for a month? And if you're someone who prefers savory food, would you rather give up your savory food for a month? I personally think this is the worst one for me. I am a complete phone addict and I have such a huge sweet tooth. But if I had to pick, I would probably give up sweets for a month. Probably better for my health that way anyways. All right, so this next one is, would you rather know everyone's opinions on you or just simply not know? I personally would love to just not know. I think it'd be better for me mentally wise and emotionally. I just don't think I could live with myself or ever have a healthy mindset again if I just constantly knew everyone's opinions about me. So yeah, I'm going to choose never knowing what somebody's thoughts or opinions about me are. All right, so this next one is, would you rather chase something uncertain or settle for something safe? I would personally choose to chase something uncertain. And that is totally because I am the type of person who loves to jump in with both feet. I love a good surprise. I don't like it when my horse runs into everything. I just feel I would be more fulfilled with going into something that's uncertain. I am also the type of person who believes that taking a big risk means really good things will happen. I am also someone who just loves the unknown. I don't know, I just have a lot of fun going into something that I don't know the answer to. It's like Alice in Wonderland. Okay, so this next one is, would you rather be hurt by a truth or have the comfort of a lie? So I am a straightforward person. I'm also very blunt. So I would prefer to be told the truth even though it hurts. But also I am just someone who would most definitely question how bad the truth would have hurt if I was told the lie. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I always just question how I would have handled the truth when it comes to being told a lie. Okay, so this next one is, would you rather live a life that's quiet and peaceful or one that's chaotic and filled with stories? This one's probably not going to surprise you guys after what I've told you from the previous Would You Rathers, but I would rather live a chaotic one filled with stories. And I think that's probably because a majority of my life it has been the quiet and peaceful one. Like, I would love to tell people chaotic stories about myself, But I can't because I don't have any chaotic stories. Like, there's nothing crazy that's ever happened in my life. Nothing, especially nothing that's storytelling worthy. So, yes, most definitely would choose the more chaotic life with a bunch of stories to tell. Okay, so this next one is, would you rather brush your teeth with warm water forever or take cold showers forever? This one for me is a no brainer. I already brush my teeth with warm water. I like to do it because it softens up the bristles. I have very sensitive gums, so I already brush my teeth with warm water. It's literally no different for me. So obviously, I'm going to choose brush your teeth with warm water forever. All right, so this next one is, would you rather go viral, but only go viral once, or would you rather grow slowly but surely? I would most definitely prefer to grow slowly but surely. I think it's more fulfilling for me. I also really enjoy the feeling of grinding. I like the feeling of grinding and I like to see and feel the results of this said grinding that I just did. So 100% most definitely would do growing slowly but surely. All right, for this last one, let's make it an easy one. Would you rather live in a small, cozy town or live in a big, bustling city? For me, it's a no brainer. I would 100% choose the big, bustling city. I love the action and I love the big city. So, most definitely would choose the big, bustling city. Alrighty, so that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed these Would You Rathers as much as I did. That being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!